Good afternoon. Today is Friday, July 8th, 2022. The time is 2 p.m. We are calling to order a special meeting of the Planning Commission of the City of Ocean Shores. We will start off with the roll call. Commissioner Ward? No, here. Commissioner Bachman?
Here.
Commissioner Dorman?
Here.
Commissioner Wills? Here. Commissioner Brunstad?
Here.
And do we have a motion to excuse Richard?
I'll make a motion.
Do we need a motion because we discussed last meeting that he was not going to be there, so in my mind, it's a pre-excuse.
Yeah, we probably don't even need to do a motion, so that's fine. Yeah, we were notified when we scheduled this.
Right.
So, do we have a motion to approve the meeting agenda?
I move that we approve the meeting.
Second.
To a race.
Who seconded, Brian?
Yes.
If I had seconded. All righty, the next meeting of the Planning Commission will be Tuesday, July 12th at 2 p.m. Much Pat's chagrin, but that's okay. And really, the only business we have before us is a public hearing for the Planning Commission to hear public testimony for Oyster Division 3 final plat. So at this point, I have to adjourn. I have to recess the Planning Commission meeting and we will open the public hearing, correct? And I get to turn it over to you two.
All right, thank you. I'm going to let Robert speak because he's done the lion's share of putting the documents together. And then we'll follow up with any questions you guys have. Yep.
Staff report.
Yeah.
Thank you. Save the paper. I'll just go quickly through the staff report and then however you guys open things up to public comment. The staff report is dated June 24th. It's to the Planning Commission. Basically what we're stating is that Public Works and the Planning Department have received final plat application for the Oyster Bay Development Division 3 under Ocean Shores Municipal Code section 16.28 final plat. So this report serves as notice to the Planning Commission that the city engineer has reviewed the final plat declarations and is providing a favorable report. It lists the filing date is June 23rd. Gives the file name. And notice that a public hearing before the city council is set for July 11th, 2022, along with an agenda bill authorizing the public works director or the city planner to record final plat and documents with the county. And that we also needed to have this meeting before the Planning Commission to give an opportunity for the public to give comment and for staff to receive comment. Other than that, in the documents for today's meetings, there's a number of attachments. There's a number of attachments that were provided for review, including the plat documents, title, insurance guarantee, bill of sale for the water and sewer utilities. So water and sewer utilities are being turned over to the city. Will become public utilities. They've been inspected and we've received and approved by both departments, the water and sewer departments. And they were inspected throughout construction. They've been accepted. We received as-bills that's required. They provided a bond, no lien affidavit, supplemental amendments to the CCR, waiver and release of liens, and then deposit for fees is pending approval for recording. And that's simply because it's difficult to say exactly how much. The county is just going to tell us how much that's going to get there. And that's my spiel. As far as introducing it, and I don't know.
Anything to add, Marshall?
Nope. I think we've been through all these documents several times, and I know I've spent several hours out on site looking at the utilities and making sure that that the things that need to be looked at by other staff within the sewer and water utilities has been done. And like Robert said, both utilities who will be responsible for operation and maintenance once the city takes that over have approved the final product.
So at this point, we'll open for public comment. So please, if you have something to say, just stand up or raise your hand.
Can I just sit here? Okay.
Please, absolutely.
Yeah, my name is Donald Williams, and I read this, and it's really about the Division 3, and but a lot of things are not explained in this notation at all. I know I can't ask questions here, but I'll be asking these questions on the council meeting. First of all, let me just preface this by saying that the public notice that you see in the agenda is not the public notice that got published 2 days in the newspaper. That one did not show the date or time of this meeting. So I believe that those public notices are improper and this hearing may be illegal, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead as though it was, it'll be cleared up by Monday. I don't know how that happens, but it did. And I believe that that public notice is illegal in the state law. So let me just preface my comments here. I'm concerned about, I really get interested in the water sale, bill of sale. And I don't know exactly how we've done this before. Do we own it? It's just, they transfer, this is for, this flat is, I understand, for 21 new properties, 21 new houses. You look at that map. And it looks like, and I don't know for sure, but it looks like from a very difficult to read drawing that this involves the water pipes and sewers just for that one little area. It doesn't, it shows pipes in the diagram of these 21 homes, 21 structures, but it doesn't say exactly what they are. So I don't know who owns the rest of the water system in that facility. My question is, are we talking only about that stuff that's shown on page 24 of the diagram? That I think, is that what's being transferred? There's no information about that. The second thing is about who owns, have we been has the city been taking over water and sewer lines as we go along? Or is this just one little piece and the rest of it has not been accepted yet? I looked at that Lexan insurance policy you talked about. It's on page, I don't have the page number, but it looks like the developers paid $36,000 for a security bond that provides a 1-year guarantee on the material and workmanship, not about the design, just the material and workmanship. But it's dated April the 12th. That has to be dated. The date of this, the date that the council agrees to this thing. Because now, if you use that April 22nd date of that insurance policy with Lexan Insurance Company, you've lost 1/3 of the insurance period. So it's ridiculous to keep that date. That has to be reissued, and that'll be discussed on Monday also. But I'm concerned that exactly what's being insured, is it just what's shown on that diagram on page 24? And let's see, I want to ask also is that when this system was, when the city accepted the whole idea, it was called the Ocean Shores Village back then. And the city passed ordinance number 937 in March 10th of 2014. And there were certain mitigation fees that were to be applied to each lot paid in advance. And I want to make sure that those mitigation fees that amounts, they're divided between library, police, EMS, and fire. And they total $1,315.38. And those are to be paid on a lot by lot basis when the building permit is issued. And I'm just wondering if those are still being collected, if this agreement has any bearing at all on changing those mitigation fees, or have they been changed by earlier revamps of the agreement? This is the third round, I think, of this agreement, but it's been amended several times. But I just wonder exactly what it is that we're buying. The diagram is not clear, and it talks about water distribution and sewer lines and all appurtenances. What are the appurtenances that we're getting in this agreement? That's not clear at all. Because I see nothing here to list out what we're getting, how many feet of pipe, just a diagram, and I think it's on page 24. And that's all there is. It shows what it is we're getting for $1. And I know we're getting the responsibility to maintain this. Are we getting trucks? Are we getting vehicles? What are we getting for the $1 besides a bunch of pipe in the ground? What are what are the apprehensions that are described? And those are my questions, but I'm really concerned about whether this hearing is really a proper hearing. Does the hearing made in the public notice? Even though it says the dates in the agenda, the dates were not printed in the newspaper. You figure, but they weren't, so that has to be cleared up by Monday. That's my comment, thank you.
Further comment? Please.
On, I believe it's page 7, it says it's an update. I'm Jan Hyatt, resident of Ocean Shores, excuse me. On page 7, it says there's an updated plat certificate, and it was put out by Grays Harbor Title Company. And the first couple sentences says this is the report as of September 4th, 2022. This is the report as of 2022. So I'm not sure how they got that report in advance. So, and then the other thing is, I'm wondering if indeed we're getting pipelines and underground utility stuff. Why is it important that the declarations be included in this document? Declarations regarding the type of ownership and all kinds of things. And then why does Ocean Shores City care about that if we're just taking over the water system, the same that's going down the main streets? Thank you.
Further comments?
Yes, I'm curious as to the revenue and the cost of selling everything to the city. Because we as citizens are paying and have paid for years for the sewer, the water, the ambulance, the other items on the fees that come on our bill every 2 months. And have they paid that since it was initiated? Because I went to the initial hearing to create villages. And there was stipulations in that hearing that they had to adhere what we have to adhere to. But I see no documents that says that what has been paid has been equal to what the citizens have paid. So is this cost going to cost the citizens more than it cost what I had paid? So that's my comment.
You have one person online. Pat Hayes, do you have a public comment?
Nope.
That's it.
To reconvene,
Can I ask something?
please.
Jan,
Yeah,
hi.
go
I'm wondering, has there been a lot of document paperwork, and I wasn't able to go through them all very quickly. Is there paperwork in here that shows an estimate of the cost to Ocean Shores if they take this over, what it would cost monthly, annually? Does the city have any idea what their future expenditures will be regarding this? Is there paper in there?
Any further? Hearing nothing further, I will reconvene the planning commission meeting. And at this point, staff will, note the comments, forward them to the council, and we will work on that. So at this point, we are done with our special meeting of the planning commission. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
All right, we are in adjournment.